Alright, greetings, salutations, good day, and hi, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Vtuber Racing Project channel, where I'm dealing with little under 6 hours of sleep, but we got a very, very important weekend of racing to deal with. It's the penultimate weekend of the cover racing season, round 11 of 12. Alright, so here we are in Austin, Texas for the 2026 Stars Touring Car Championship. It is the United States round, Circuit of the Americas, 3.426 mile, 5.514 kilometer circuit, boasting a whopping 20 turns. And we're going to be racing 10 laps on this circuit. As I go ahead and we'll just keep the music up for the time being. As we have a quick look at the current point standings. That does not look like the right table. One moment. Just need to need to do this. Where is it? It's the table. All right, this makes more logical sense. All right. And so, it's a close two-man battle, it seems. Kanade Izu and Joshua Shinri separated by 13 points. And the next driver down is 41 points down in Octavio. And George Rexford and the now retired Kageyama Shien. Alright, so those are your points standings, as we shall go ahead and unmute Discord because it's already going on 4 minutes without much happening. Hello Chrono, hello Wiss.
Yo yo yo.
Hello.
Hello. So, Circuits of the Americas and Sebring. We are in America. We have races in America the rest of the way. This weekend and 2 weekends from now.
Yeah.
Wiss, there's background noise. There's background noise at your end.
Of course, due to my family right here anyway.
Alright. Yeah, it's all good. Alright, so you got the wiki page up, Chrono?
Yeah, for both of them actually.
Okay, so before we do qualifying, we are going to do the track preview. Start off on the last turn before start finish.
That's a qualifying and Holo Prix. Yes, I play the Holo Prix every time anyway.
Right. Okay, and then we go up.
Start.
I gotta
Start, and we already have a tight turn 1, which immediately gives way to a turn 2 that is much gentler than 1. Then we have an S section comprised of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's a very long S section.
I was
Fire.
going to Japan to watch some Hololive concert anyway.
We are focusing on the previews. So hold your horses for a while. Hold your Umas for a while as we go through 10. A brief interlude and into another switchback at turn 11. Then a quite a long straightaway, which gets skipped at other formats. And then we arrive at turn 12.
Mm-hmm.
A 90-degree left.
Oh, okay.
Then shortly into 13 the opposite way. Then immediately 14 the other way. No, that's the same way, because it forms a U. 15 is the opposite way, and 16 is a follow-up on the same direction as 15. Then a short straightaway into 17 and 18, another double direction corner. A lot gentler than 13, 14, 15, and 16. And then a 90-degree into 19.
Why
and
do
20.
they keep doing this? Why do they keep going into the pit lane just when the track preview lap ends?
Well, I think that's a case for pre-recorded previews.
Yeah. And also, I found the issue with the graphics glitching. I found what it's called on Wikipedia. It's called Z fighting, not to be confused with the fighting going on in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Also kind of figured that.
familiar with that because of Diva from Overwatch and Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah.
It's a decal on her mech uniform. Didn't think much of it, but it's actually an IRL thing.
I see.
Well, that's good times anyway.
So yeah, I did find out on. I did check on the internet, and also got word from Lotus backing up the statement, saying that if the Z fighting is from a track mod, a track extension, then then it's probably from the mod itself, and there's nothing that could be done about it.
Oh, unless you know how to KN5 edit.
Yeah.
Which I don't think any of us know about.
Okay, let's check on our two main title contenders. Izu with a 97 and Shinri with an 87.
10 points.
Yeah.
The races today, by the way, will determine who's on the thumbnail of the finale.
Yeah. Oh, so gets it.
Oh, and by the way, Dag, I'm gonna tell this to you now. Round 12's thumbnail will be focused on stars, as in no FH cars on the thumbnail.
Sure, we can do that. Yeah.
While
yeah.
FH will be on day 2 with all the contenders of both divisions.
For the splash screens, besides the cars, you can also add the images of the talents themselves.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning talents themselves more than cars, but given what I did with the day 2 US thumbnail, I might just be able to do both. Like cars in action and stuff.
Sweet. Flying laps start. Remember, only
Gerard.
16 holomems from HOLOSTARS and HOLOSTARS English combined, and it's a pretty large track. So so
Only 5
maybe
laps.
maybe two or three flying laps.
Oh, I thought race laps. Whoops.
Qualify. Yeah,
Oopsie.
it's just it's on the TV ticker. We are racing 10 laps. We're racing 10 laps.
Okay, there it is.
Okay. 100 for Yatogami Fuma when it comes to his strength.
That's crazy, Dayo.
And this time... Yeah, go ahead, Wes.
Well, going to the 5 minutes left to go in the qualifying.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yep. The side-by-side going up the hill. And this time around, all 16 cars are able to get out onto the track. Oh yeah, a bit of a heads up, everybody. Yeah, I'm a bit of a time crunch because I need to get out to the house for errands as soon as I'm done with the stream. So, results will be delayed. Results posting on social media for this race, as well as the ensuing Formula Holo qualifying that will take place immediately after this Austin race for the Stars Touring Car Championship. 220, 318, set by the previous race winner, Esteleta Gold Bullet, even faster with a 216.745. Remember, there's a different starting line and finish line for this track. The finish line is just past turn 20, and the start line is like a couple hundred meters ahead. Puma 217.091. It's Kanade Izulu tallying 6th. And next up is Uyu and Bridges Altair. What do they record? Altair 4th and Uyu. I forgot about the sound things. Just a moment while I enable the sounds. Bless you, Wes. Bless you.
Only now have I ever heard of an asking sneeze.
Old Bullet running purple, pink in Sector 1. But yellow in Sector 2. Probably because of lay on there. Yeah, pink or slash purple is fastest overall in the session for that sector. Orange is slower than the orange is slower.
Honestly, it's almost represented gray, and also basically F1 season in the 1970s. It was a dramatic and much more emotional ending. That's why I learned that though.
Ah, interesting. Good to know.
Honestly, both the main rivalry is main shared than the story arcs. A lot more than is. It is true.
Oh, man.
What's the topic now?
Yeah,
honestly, Ogre can basically James Hunt, but also rivalry is Niki Lauda, Tamano Cross. They voted in those greatest rivalries.
Uma.
Yeah.
Fastest lap so far, 2:16.622.
We can already know that 1 minute left to go in the qualifying.
Yep.
Be gridding soon.
80 minimum for Usagi Uyu. Running 19 seconds behind Yatogami Fuma. And Izu in pit lane. Yeah. I don't think that's enough time for a flying lap.
So much for everyone getting a lap in.
Yep. Everyone's got lapping out there today.
Well, Shinri is running 87 strength. So
Rather low, TBH.
I think Izu will not start any higher than 5th. Well, Shinri... This is a large track, and so not much opportunity for flying laps with only a 10-minute qualifying session.
Maybe perhaps we can have a caveat for tracks this large? Have like say 5-min increase?
I was considering increasing qualifying to 12 minutes for this track, but as I've already mentioned, dealing with errands, I have to deal with errands after this stream.
Alas. Those pesky errands.
And a morning stream of STCC racing and FH qualifying, followed by errands, all on roughly 6 hours of sleep. Yeah, just can't be too great. So yeah, just try to run on iced coffee. Weather's still hot here at the barnyard.
Well,
My best work tends to be at around like afternoon for me, which is already ass o'clock over here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the by, I have made cars for the VTF Pro Championships and Indy Lights. Yeah. And did we already mention me making a Shizuko's car for Indy Lights? Or
I think you did.
Yeah.
You did.
Well, that indeed the two winner thing.
Yeah. 2 cars left, and it's most likely going to be Fuma with the advantage, because Gold Bullet has given up, it seems. So it's Yatsugami Fuma who will start off at pole.
For the possibly penultimate Stars race of ever.
Yeah.
Yep. Agree with that.
Yeah, it depends on our plans for 2027. Okay. So I'm going to be the one to quickly run down through the starting grid due to a bit of a time crunch. So Yatsugami Fuma starting off at pole. Gold Bullet starting off in 2nd, and then 3rd is Gabus Betzel. 4th is Axel Sirius. 5th is Kanade Izu, the championship leader. 6 is Crimson Ruse. 7 is Regis Altair. 8 is Yukoku Roberu. 9 is Astaleda. Machina Expleon starts off in 10th, followed by Josuichi Shinri, who was second in the championship. Gerard T. Rexford starting 12th. Aragami Oga is 13th. Octavio is 14th. Third in the championship standings by 41 points. So let's move on here. 15th, Banzuan Haka. And 16th is Utsugi Uyu. And that's all 16 cars, plus a placeholder Miyago car. As we get set to go for this race at Circuit of the Americas, the penultimate round of Stars Touring Car Championship Racing. Alright, let's get right to it. 6 red
4, 3,
lights.
2, 1.
And the race is on.
Green in Texas.
The race beginning, and here we go.
Clean getaway, not too exciting. But in this case, not too exciting is just what you need.
Bit of a slow start by these two cars, but
Yep, looks like I got overstarting on the slow at Octavio.
And not quite a good start for Octavio.
Yes, it's a very slowly start, so for Octavio was bad start anyway.
Yeah. Going through the S's. It's with the tower and the Texas flag.
Looking going anyway.
And onto this tight corner. Alright, so let's see how things turn out. Yep. So far, so good. And luckily for the first time in a few rounds, all 16 cars are off and running. The last 2 rounds, we had a car fail to go out for qualifying and then subsequently fail to start the race. So this time all 16 members are off and running.
Yep.
And it's looking like a clean race so far. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Yep.
There may be a slight situation where Izu may wrap up the championship 1 round early, but I don't know. 282, 288.
I'm not like that, GB, unless something catastrophic goes with either of them.
And everybody has made it through 1 lap without issue.
Hoping not easy with that too. If anything goes on any other drivers.
Yep. So everyone is separated by 29, almost 30 seconds. And so far, so good for most everyone. So yeah, I did talk about having had a livery made for Shizuko. Just a couple more small fixes to her lights livery, and it should be good to go.
Oh yeah, speaking of R Factor, I have kind of always forgot to test if my copy of R Factor is working.
I mean, it should be less demanding to use than AC.
Good. You know what? You know what? I probably should do it now.
Sure, no problem. No problem. Yeah, take your time having it tested.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. One more thing. Lotus discovered a couple more rolling start apps
right.
for Assetto Corsa.
Oh, right.
And what is...
I have to get
what
a key and
is...
email.
What is especially promising, it's already a better... It's already a better app than a couple of paid apps. It's already better than other rolling start apps, even paid apps, because it forms proper 2x2 starting grids. And the cars do their formation lap single file, and then when it gets to a certain point, they start to slow to or rolling start to pace 2x2, and it looks great. There are some issues though. Like for example, some cars ahead of others may not immediately accelerate to green flag speed before cars behind them. So there's sometimes crashes at the very start of the race. And even a bit more problematic is when I replay. I'm going to go to replay and then go back to lap 1, the pace start lap. The pace start the pace lap, and then I go back into the race. Then the cars go from racing speed back to pace lap speed, and then get stuck there the rest of the race, completely ruining it. Thus, I suggested a bit of a stopgap where I limit the size of replays so that the replay buffer only shows like the last couple laps, so that when we get into a deeper point in the race, then the buffer no longer gets through the pace lap.
Regis is placing high for once.
So yeah, there is already consideration for having IndyCar and Corporal Car migrate from R Factor to Assetto Corsa, but yeah, we are still a long ways off.
Long ways to go. Yeah.
Because some of the ovals, the starting grids are busted, and I can't see what's wrong with them, how to fix them. I'm talking about the ovals made by 13X, which start at the very back of the grid. Yeah, for some reason, some of the cars at the front go to the back of the field, just messing up the starting grid, even though I checked 3D Sim Ed and the placement of the the starting grid positions look right. Yeah, it messes up the rolling start app because the cars need to go one by one, with the leader ahead of the driver starting second, who is ahead of the leader the driver starting third, and so on and so forth. Yeah,
we can go into the coming Formula. Still leading so far.
So I would have to manually reposition the starting boxes for those tracks, which have the starting grid start at the backstretch, and then check to see if it's now compatible for both default Assetto Corsa standing starts and the new rolling start app.
Okay.
Oh yeah, not to mention especially on shorter ovals, the rolling start app and Nuzzy's clear stopped AI app there may be some incompatibility. Yeah, you get into a catch-22 situation with that app. Like, if I edit the Lua so that the cars clear sooner, then there's a reduced issue of pile-ups when there's cars stuck on the track, and cars have a lesser chance of looping the entire lap before running back into the mayhem. But it also affects the very start of the pace lap, as the cars just need to wait until the others beforehand begin their pace lap, and the standstill time is too short, such that the cars that haven't started their pace lap yet get teleported back into pit lane. Conversely, if I set the standstill time longer, then everyone would be able to go out for the pace lap, but the cars in pileups that cause obstacles on the track may not get cleared up in time, and that causes mayhems. Yeah, on the short ovals. So I have the app set so that the standstill time is 50 seconds, which is good enough for road and street courses. As the speeds are generally a bit slower than on ovals. Same, of course, for the potential long straights. Okay, we are midway through this race. And no incidents have involved.
Yeah, I was gonna comment about that. Race has been peaceful in Texas.
I lost.
Yeah, it's been total dominance by Yatogami Fuma so far. These are still running 5th. While Shinri is running 10th, and there is a pit stop by Izu already.
going up to the pit lane to the eastern.
How many laps are in our way again?
This is lap 7 of 10.
Yeah.
Almost at the finish now.
Yeah. Almost at the end.
So here is Izu's pit stop. And I don't notice anyone else coming in. It's only Izu that's making his stop. And we'll hold for a bit just to see how long he stays in the box. 21.81. 21.81 right here.
Yeah. Yep. 21.81 seconds.
And we shall keep a further eye on the drivers just to make sure who will also enter pit lane. After this race, we'll have qualifying for the United States Challenge and American Holo Prix. The Formula Holo Challenge Series drivers will be racing in Sebring, the Sebring International Raceway, home of the annual 12 Hours of Sebring. The IMSA
They even have a 12 on their logo.
It certainly does. And after Challenge, we have the Formula Holo World Championship qualifying back here in Austin for the American Holo Prix. And here is another driver coming in for his pit stop, Gold Bullet. And these two are staying out. Altair and Astle also staying out on track, as we see a 2250 by Gold Bullet. Seems like still no one else wants to go out for pit stop.
Looking over 2-3 laps to go.
And we have our first lapped car, Utsugi Uyu, being lapped. And Uma also approaching Banzo and Haka. As Betzel tries to close in on the race leader. Interweaving of lead cars and lapped cars. Puma does find an opening and goes through. Betzel eventually does also go past Bonzo and Haka. To lap 9 we go. Two laps left. And Fuma with his 2:16.349 still on verge of a perfect race. perfect race round. Another car in the way. There's, of course, Octavio. Does go through. And it's all clear as daylight for the Uproar member. Oh yeah, I don't know if I've mentioned on live stream or not about my plans for Indy Lights. You know, a certain sheepy who has had bad luck during the World Cup in predicting match winners.
See.
That
And
is
a little bit of an interaction.
Yep. Essie, who had a brief stint in the VTF Pro 2000 Championship, and also a few months ago won the Talent Freedom 90 race at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Oh, why going to pit lane already for the final lap? That's just silly stuff. That's what got me from oh, okay. By the way, yeah. So, due to her sudden shoot up in popularity, and also because she's celebrating her, I believe, 4-year anniversary, I decided to move her up to Indy Lights. So there we go. Yeah. Also, because a few names are joining Stellarverse Pro. It's Ava Ananova, Peko Boo, and Chio Chompy. One driver from each of the lower series of Indy Racing, and they're gonna try their hand at corpo racing.
Yeah, I had a
Actually, Chio Chompy is
officially reached absolute zero mark.
Background noise. By the
BRB,
way,
that room.
take your time. Oh yeah. By the way, that's should also be Chio Chompy's second stint at Indy Racing. So yeah, interesting decision for Yatsugami Fuma to go into pit lane on the final lap. That's just that might as well cost him the win. But Gabis Vettel,
What in the end to the Garbage battle?
unless he goes into pit lane, we're just gonna see how it is. Yup, he is staying out. So, questionable final lap pit stop for Yatsugami Fuma has cost him the win. Gabis Vettel takes the dub here in Austin. Excuse me.
Now
sorry.
that is a joke of a win. Get it?
Stop it. Get some help.
Alright.
Leave it to the jester to win a joke of a win.
That is his first ever STCC win. Axel Sirius takes home second and Crimson Rouge third, and Izu and Shinri,
It's all EN in the podium.
Did not do much. You know what? I think you're right.
Which is very, very fitting considering we are in Burgerland.
I like hamburger. I like hamburger. Classic Idolmaster song.
Eh? That's an actual song.
Yep. I gotta find the link to it. I don't want Bing link, and I don't want to risk accidentally clicking on the link to no, it's auto playing. Just copy video URL. Son of a gun! It's posted the long link again instead of what I wanted. Oh dear. Okay, we'll run down the final results. We'll run down the final results quickly. Gamma Spetzel, Axel Sirius, Crimson Ruzu, Coco Roberu, Regis Altair, Astaleta, Gold Bullet, Yatogami Fuma, Kanadi Izu, Joshuiji Shinri, Makina Exployon, Jar T-Rex, Red Aragon, Oga, Atavia, Banzon Haka, and Utsubi Uyu. Fuma does get fastest lap. So, pull and fastest lap, so 2 bonus points.
I forgot to charge it again.
And this is the link I was referring to, Chrono.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
So, Betzel, Axel, Ruse, Roberu, Altair, Estel, Gold Bullet, Fuma, Izuru, Shinri, Leon, Gerard, Oka, Octavio, Haka, and Uyu. Okay. And we'll update the points. And
of course. I have a new phone because I got it recently.
You have a new what?
Yes, I have a new phone because I have to log into Discord and with my current account.
Oh, I thought you said I have a new PORN. Not saying that loud.
It's just keep it fresh, keep it classy, keep it classy. We need to, we need to. Yeah, we just need to update the points, and I can't find Puma's name. Okay, pull and fastest lap.
That's good, KJ. And here comes my pink brain again.
Yeah.
Oh dear God in heaven. Well,
That's that.
well, there's 4 names. Well, there's 4 names in contention.
Right, Uzu.
Well, yeah.
So in contention for the title, we have Izu, Gasp. We have Shinri, Gasp. And then also joining the picture is Betzel.
Good old Betsy.
And Axel.
No, that's a surprise. Axel mattering in anything?
Because it always does.
So yeah, just weak races by Izu and Shinri combined with great races by Gavin Betzel and Axel Sirius results in these four being in contention for the title, the STCC 2026 World Championship title in Las Vegas in 2 weeks. All right, so we are going to
take the gamble of their lives.
Yep, the gamble of their lives. You got that right. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have qualifying for the Formula Holo Challenge Series at Sebring. All right, stick around. Don't go anywhere.
We'll be back after these messages.
Greetings, salutations, good day and highs, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Vtuber Racing Project channel, and welcome to the month of August 2026, or whenever you may be watching the VOD. There are only 2 rounds left in the Formula Holo season. We are very, very close to determining who will win the Challenge Series, who will move up from the Challenge Series and into the World Championship, who will drop out of the World Championship for 2027, and who will be the 2026 World Champion. Alright, we have qualifying for today, and first off, we have, as per usual, the 2026 Formula Holo Challenge Series. And we are at the annual home of the 12 Hours of Sebring. That's right, Sebring International Raceway in Florida for the United States Challenge. That's right, both races this weekend are in America. Actually, the last 2 rounds are all in American tracks, so this will be really fun. We have Challenge Series action in Sebring and World Championship action in Austin at the Circuit of the Americas. And qualifying for Worlds will be coming up later. First, we have ourselves the points standings, and okay, that looks good. Otonose Kanade, 174, 18 ahead of Koseki Bijou, 156. Omaru Polka, third with 154. And then Hanozono Sayaka, 149. Shirakami Fumuki, fifth with 146. And names in bold and underlined are all within 54 points of each other. That's right, maximum 54 points per round for each driver. And several names outside of the points, it looks like. And everyone below CC is outside of the danger points range. So this is an elimination round for determining the Challenge Series champion. And yeah, not looking good for all you Fuawa fans. It's this one, okay. Gen 0, Scuderia Genocide leading the Constructors' Championship with 630 points. Behind by 16 points is EN Gen 3 Advent Motorsport, Floglo Racing Team 580, Regloss Motorsport 554, and Gen 3 Usaken 516. That's your top 5. And look at the very bottom. ID Gen 3 Holo Hero, 333 points. Well done. Yeah, sad bow in the chat. I feel ya. Reading Discord. Chrono West, hello.
And we back at it again.
Alright. Alright, so Sebring International Raceway.
Yeah.
And this is a relatively large track, 3.740 miles. 6.019 kilometers and 17 turns. So let's go ahead and do a track preview.
And this is another big boy.
Yep. Let's follow along with CC.
Alright, where are we starting?
This is turn
Just
1.
right after
This is turn 1.
Sunset Bend. And then we enter the infield and into 2, 3, 4, and 5 in rapid fire. Then on to Big Bend, which would be turn 6. And then a long straightaway into the conveniently named Hairpin, which would be 7th. And then a sweeping section for 8 and 9, which is named Fangyu. And then 10 into 11, which is named Collier. I have great memories of that name. That's an encyclopedia series. Or at least used to be. On to 12, then 13, which is Tower. 90 degree. And into Bishop, and 15, and Le Mans. Which is a 90 degree turn. And onto Allman Strait, which marks the final stretch of this circuit. Yeah. Then on to Sunset Bend with you.
Yeah,
and thus, complete lap of Sebring.
Yeah, this is an interesting track. Different surfaces, and this used to be an airport. This track used to be an airport.
Yeah, I could tell. Much like Silverstone over in the UK.
First cars coming out for this 15-minute qualifying session. There goes Bales, 85! And Kyla Kowalski, that looks like an 89 to me. Looks like an 89. And, we're focusing on Fuawa. So, also on 89.
Now that's higher. Higher than base 85 at least.
91 for Nico. Let's see if there are any drivers with 99s or 100s. 99 for Mishilu. 99 for Yuki. That's 98. And do we have any 100s? I can't tell. Bubuki's 100.
And I'm seeing doubled up pit slots. That can't bode good.
Yeah, this is a track mod, I think, to increase the number of pit boxes, and I can't tell the rest of the drivers. Yeah, we'll figure it out as we go along. Ale is running faster than Bay, of course, as flying laps begin in earnest.
And zoom they go.
Sebring International Raceway in Sebring, Florida. Well, near Sebring, Florida, which will host the opening round of V-Proto. There's still a few cars that still need to be done.
Quite a good handful of them.
Yeah. Hoping to have them done this month for a September start after the next series of the VTF Pro Championships.
Sounds like my work's locked in. And I gotta lock in.
Yeah, with rounds interweaving between monthly series.
Interesting. Kind of like a palate cleanser, almost. If you could call it that.
Kanade Championship leader, 87 strength.
Of course, the battle challenge is to determine who goes up to Worlds.
Okay. First lap's coming in. LS saying the pace at 142.545. Nico 139,316. 137,790 for Mishu, who's one of the 99s, actually. I'm curious to see what times Fubuki records. Yeah, just need to scan through, see if there are any more 99s and 100s. Yuki 99, Fubuki 100, of course. Subaru 136095. 98. Interesting. $97 for Sue. And I think that's all we got. Iroha going up to 5th and Kanade to 9th. Mizumiya to 4th, 137,983. No under 10 minutes left. As we see a stuck car in Rara. So, let's do a quick replay. And an unnecessary move by Raura. So you'll feel with the unnecessary move on Raura. Yep. More times coming in. Muna slots in at 10. Fast sector 1 by Susu. Track looks bumpy in some parts. Oh man. Oversteer, no, it was a push by Iofi. But Centraura stuck. And back into pit lane she goes. So yeah, I do have the stalled car app enabled. Yeah, but I can't recall if it works with the cars going back into the race after having teleported. Pit lane.
Don't we have that already?
Yeah, the cars don't want to teleport back onto the track. We have some cars coming in for pit stops.
Oh, I was confusing it for cars actually being able to get back onto the race when being teleported to pits, as opposed to being
okay, it works. It works. Rao's going back out. Nico in. We're halfway through this session. Bless you. Everyone
has sneeze and scream.
Yes. Yeah. Everyone has recorded a proper flying lap except for Raura. Mokoko is 3rd. And only a 94 strength. Let's see. Okay. $100 strength for Fubuki, yet running only 9th. The aforementioned Mizumiya Susu, 1:35.038, fastest lap so far. Now, Sue has been rather quiet throughout the challenge series. Just way down there, the bottom, scored in every round except for the most recent rounds in Mexico City. With her highest finish being 5th in the round before that at Silverstone. So it'll be a tall order for Sue to try to finish in the top 5 in the Challenge Series standings to move up to Worlds for next year. But as always, hope springs eternal. Rara only now getting into her flying lap. Now being burdened by traffic. Some yellows. More yellows, a whole bunch of cars coming in for, I suppose, one more warm-up lap, one more flying lap. No one has budged still. When it comes to laps, starting positions, Rara only a 30th. We're going to need to go switch places with Kyla for 15th and 16th. And disappointing, starting at 82 strength, qualifying. So Sue will have enough time for one more warm-up lap and then one more flying lap. Yeah, Fubuki, despite 100 strength, I'd assume low aggression. That's why she's not even in the top 10 in the qualifying.
Either that or her aggression is making her make mistakes. Like braking too late, for instance.
Ask Sector 1 for Ozo Subaru of Gen 2, who's running 2, position number 2, P2 behind Mizumiya Sue.
Sue and Subaru, that's always a fun pairing, if only for the naming.
Sue and Subaru, P1 and P2. So true, so true. 2 minutes left. And, a yellow sector after a pink sector. See how it is for Subaru. No, yeah, she doesn't like the second sector. Yeah, she's going to come into pit lane, and I don't think she'll have enough time for one more flying lap. Sue trying to pad her stats. Louis, running, I can't tell how she's going. Gonna see what time she records here as we come down to the last minute. That was that was only a warm-up lap, actually. Now we get into the flying lap. Coco remaining stuck 5th. As compared to Huawa, who has certainly had better days. Two yellow sectors, nah.
Yeah, that's not gonna do anybody favors.
And that ends her qualifying run. Riona 7th, 93 strength, but yellows, 2 yellows, it's not going to improve her starting position. So Louis, probably the last hope to overtake Sue for fastest lap. Yeah, now. Mokoko, I don't know, but let's see how it is for her. Yeah, not even. And Kobo, no improvement. That's the drivers with the most realistic chance of taking away the fastest lap honor for the U.S. Challenge. Luna to 4th. Provisional second row start for the Force Uber Sheep member. Nothing doing for Muna. And that's basically it. And I can't tell anymore. Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. That makes sense. Okay. So Mizumiya Sue gets pole honors as we go ahead and play the music. Mizumiya Sue of Flow Glow winning pole for the U.S. Challenge. All right, and then I'm gonna do this, and then we will quickly run through the starting grid for tomorrow's race. All right, Whis, why don't you do the top 10?
I don't think I can hear him.
Yeah, I know that. We got the first Mizumiya Sue, second is also Subaru, third is Takane Louis, fourth is Himamura Luna, fifth is Kobo Kanairu, sixth is Katashiro Yuki, seventh is Mokoko of Scott, eighth is Isaki Riona, and we got the ninth is Muna Hoshinova. And the last in the top 10 is Isaki Michiru.
Alright, and chrono, 11 through 20th, please.
Yeah, right. According in this particular order, Chiji Murin, Fukuki Shirakami, Iyo 15 Airani, Kroni Oro, Hiro Kazama, pardon the cat, Ririka Ichiyo, Nico Kogane, Kayla Kovalskia, Korone Inugami, and Buwawa Abyssguard.
Hey, look!
Apologies again for the background ruckus. As I'll introduce the rest of the field very quickly. Cecilia Evergreen of Just Destroying 21st, 22nd. Takahato of Gen 1, Nurse Ravencroft of Advent, Otonoshi Kanade of Regloss. Heiko Spales of Promise, Haku Koyori of Exeis, Laplace Darkness of Exeis, Bibu of Advent, Sayaka of Hermes, Raura of Justice, Liz of Justice, and Omar Polka of Gen 5, Nepalavo, and Akira Rosenthal of Red Heart Racing. That's everyone! Starting tomorrow morning's United States Challenge here at Sebring. Alright. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, we will have qualifying for the United States, the American Holo Prix at the Circuit of the Americas. Alright, so, be right back and don't go anywhere. a little bit behind the time, but we are set to go now, and so let's get right to it for qualifying in Austin. Actually, one more check just to make sure I get the wiki page up. All right, here we go. And here we are, deep in the heart of Texas. That's right, it's the 2026 Formula Holo World Championship. Going stateside.
Get that barbecue going.
Yep.
We got the race to do.
Indeed.
Well, a small barbecue, that is.
Yep, it's the penultimate round of the World Championship. The American Holo Prix at the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, in Central Texas. Let's have a look at the current championship standings. There's a heavy amount of parity, and there still is. Tsunamaki Watame, who won at Montreal last weekend, currently leading the championship by 1 point, 157 to the 156 of Nakiri Ayame. Third is Shiranui Flair with 146. Hoshimachi Suisei and Yuzuki Chako both on 139 points, but Suisei has the tiebreaker because she has a podium. Yuzuki Chako, the reigning world champion, hasn't had a podium as of yet, but has come close.
There's no JPs. There's no non-JPs in the top 5. And no below Gen 4 either.
Yeah. And bottom half of the standings, a bit of ibuprofen.
Advice taken. I see one of my favorites in there. Man, what happened to Ollie? From being the only royalty out of the relegation to being the only royalty in relegation.
My, how the turntables. And Matsuri, opening round to win, hasn't had much success after that, and currently in the bottom 5. And everyone is within 50 points except for Botan,
who I think is a guaranteed demo to...
You never know.
Challenge
you never know. There's still 2 rounds left. And a quick run by the constructors. Gen 063, Ian Gen 3 614, Flogo 580, Regloss 554, Gen 3 516, and Holo Hero ID Gen 3 333. Interesting numbers right there.
But also ibuprofen for fans of them.
Yeah. Let's do a track preview.
With Rainy.
3.426 miles, 5.513 kilometer, 20 turn Grand Prix circuit. Circuit of the Americas, that is. Go ahead.
This track is unique for having its first turn be an uphill 90, uphill hairpin even, and then it crests down, kind of like a reverse Laguna Seca now that I think of it.
Oh, you're right.
No corkscrew though. Into the S's section, into the knife's edge as it looks like from the track map. Rapid fire turns and a momentary acceleration brake into hard braking at turn 8, I think this was. Then onto a very long straight, the butt edge of the knife. Flat out, and another hard brake leftward, and a rapid fire of quite the tight corners, plural. This would have double apexes, I think 2 pairs of them. One tighter than the other. Then we reach the last section of lap. And there it is. Down that bend, and that's a lap of Circuit of the Americas.
All right. Qualifying time. Let's see. And first to get out is Hosho Marine, followed by Rendo Chihaya. 96 for Chihaya, 82 for Marine.
About Chihaya's car, somebody back in the F2004 days, I think it was Lotus, commented that Chihaya's car accidentally looks like the black Mercedeses of some time ago. Does it look like it now in the F2007 era?
Well, all I can say, it looks like Chihaya's car.
Yeah, it looks more Chihaya than a Merc.
Multiple cars are coming out. I want to see what the strengths look like. 92 for Azuki. Any 99s, 100s, maybe some 98s. 99 for Lammy. 100 for Rodden! Oh, man. Did I even set the...
Crank up the volume.
Did I even set the... Did I even set right to... Is it... I thought it's supposed to be, like, random or something.
If I remember correct, you said that it's set 80 minus 10...
99 for Ina!
Oh man, she's about to unleash bad ending.
80 for Watame! Fresh off of her win! 98 for... Nah. And I can't tell anymore.
Yep. So basically what we're looking for sometimes are red.
Yeah.
Is red on the side of the name. Like with this one's a yellow. This one's also a yellow. Toginosora.
Well, deeper greens aren't nearly as great.
This one's smack dab orange. Soros, that is.
Yeah, Rodden is smack dab red. Got pole in Montreal. But 100 strength doesn't necessarily mean that you'll top a session, whether it be practice qualifying or the actual race itself. I mean, Fubuki in qualifying today, she had 100 strength, but she only starting 12th. So the flying laps are coming in. Natsuki 149, Rendo Chihaya 151. As for Marine, not even close. No surprise, Lammy would be one of the top drivers to worry about. Rodden only a couple seconds slower than Lammy in the first flying lap, maybe due to the traffic in the way of things. Blair, 142.805, really fast. 142, the next driver down, 147. That's a second, 147. Flying laps are coming in earnest. 98 for Kiara, 142.599. 142.995 for Sora. 142.449, 141.567, 141 for the 2024 world champion in Sakura Miko. Who hasn't had much success this year, but still trying to remain elite.
And more importantly, keeping away from the dreaded 5 spots.
Past Sector 1! But she is reaching traffic in a bit quickly. A bit too quickly for her liking. Trying to see how things are in when second 2 is tabulated. What's orange by 0.029? Yeah, traffic is becoming a burden for the elite Miko. Take a couple more turns and we'll see what she records. Why they do that again? Going to pit lane. So that was rather pointless. Greens for Hajime. And up to third now. 142.578 with a regloss member. Eight minutes left in qualifying, and Watame is worst off among the drivers so far in qualifying. And now she pushes Risu out of the way.
Oh no!
Oh, that was a silly move on Watame's part. Yeah, we have no time for replays due to me running errands, so we have to stick to live action. But you can see what went on. Yeah. Yeah. Watame, you gotta be very careful. You gotta be very careful. Texas is one of the top barbecue destinations in the country.
At least there's no Bolton around for her to bother, or she'll be really cooked. And speaking of
cooked, oh man.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, the irony. Right. A phoenix getting cooked. I think I'm gonna have to get at least a pill of ibuprofen now.
Ina not putting her 99 strength to full potential. It seems currently running middle.
I mean, these values are, if I recall correct, strength and aggression combined.
Yeah, well, we only see the strength. Kono, please pass the chat the ibuprofen bottle.
Here we go.
little under 5.5 minutes left, and things seem to have stabilized. Everyone is within 16 seconds of each other, approximately, as another car goes stuck in Nikili Ayami. Yeah. Turn 1A, tough turn to deal with. And Okayu gets stuck, and we have ourselves a pileup. Well, here we go again. Luckily, we got the Stop to Cars app on hand. So, no harm, no foul. Kiara is back onto the track. Likewise for Risu, who had an earlier incident with Watame. Also, again, sorry about the graphics glitches. Yeah, I just found out, if you're just joining, I found out on, yeah, according to Wikipedia, it's called Z fighting. Yeah, I've mentioned already, but it's nothing to do with Dragon Ball Z.
I don't think it's even called that there.
Yeah, I found out that it's, if it's due to track extensions, track mods, then nothing that could be done about that, except for perhaps editing
Contacting
the KN5 file.
Contacting an expert about KN5s. Oh, and that's a blue car, and that's Lamy on the side of the road, illustrating to us why you never drive under the influence.
You got that right, Chrono?
Don't actually live out that particular song about driving drunk. You know, the one that goes, driving in my car right after a beat. Hey, that bump is shaped like a deer. DUI. How about you? And you could continue that. Okay, what are we looking? A provisional Sakuramiko pole with 2 minutes remaining. I think she's running high downforce.
They'll need to find a time to book a karaoke night. Go coming in, and no, I don't know if she'll have I don't know if she'll have time for one more flying lap, because yeah, I think that's it for her qualifying.
0.88 gap to next car down, that, as you mentioned, Okayu.
She's coming into pit lane as well.
Going in the towel. Next car down would be Hajime, then Kiara, Azuki, Flare, as Nene has come into the pits as told by our TV graphic.
Looks like several cars are coming in. Oh, Risu, what did life ever do to you?
Depriver of nuts. But isn't US kind of fond of trail mixes? Those always include nuts.
Last chance at a flying lap for Todoroki Hajime. and likewise for Azuki. Kiara. She should have enough time for one more flying lap. She does. Blair running greens in sectors 1 and 2. Basically, no traffic. She has perhaps a decent chance of improving position. All right, what time does she record? Seconds behind by 0.64. Very nice lap for Flair.
Encounters a little bounce on the end of the start finish.
Todaki Hajime.
What's her response as she rounds the second double apex? Onto the last bend.
Into third, 142.391.
So both beat Okayu but not Miko.
Nothing doing for Azuki. Kiara.
Lone EN in the top 10. What's her response?
Nothing doing.
As the results are trying to unscramble itself.
It is official. Sakura Miko getting pole for the American Holo Prix.
Well, she did like US.
Very nice lap recorded. As we go ahead and mark her off. 3 bonus points to her name. As I shall give you these graphics. Wiss, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Okay. Alright. Alright, so, Wiss, why don't you introduce the top 10?
Alright then. And we got the first is Sakura Miko. Second, Shiranui Blair. Third is Banjo Todoroki Hajime. 4 is Nekawata Okayu. 5th is Takadashi Kiara. 6 is Azuki. 7 is Momosuzu Nene. 8 is Tokino Sora. 9 is Shishiro Botan. And top 10 and last one is Nashiro Matsuri.
Alright, and 11th through 20th, please, Chrono.
In this particular order, once more, Chiaya Rendo, Miyokami, Risu Ayunda, Raden Jufute, Rene Pavolia, Noe Shirogane, Inanis Ninomai, Choco Yuzuki, Kurejiori, and homegirl Calliope Mori.
And I did mention about 100 strength and not necessarily resulting in a pole position. Jupiter Raden starting 14th despite 100 strength in qualifying. Just slightly worse than the starting position
100 does
for Fubuki.
100 does open you up to more mistakes as your aggression goes up.
Bestia Zetsa starting 21st, Kikara VB 22nd, Animal Fissa 23rd, Lamby 24th, Romako 25th, Chirin 26th, Toa 27th, Iris 28th, Pekka starting 29th, Ocean Marine 30th, Suisse starting 31st, Watame with the potential to have a previous race winner's curse, starting 32nd, only one driver ahead of her. Nakili Ayame starting 33rd. So congratulations to Mizumiya Su for getting pole for the United States Challenge in Sebring, and Sakura Miko for getting pole for the American Holo Prix here in Austin. Alright, I got errands to run, but first, what did we learn for today? Well, Z fighting has nothing to do with Dragon Ball Z, that's for sure.
And it's good to be in the US.
Yeah.
For you, at least.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a good time anyway.
Yeah, the multitude of travelers enjoying the sights and sounds and the food especially for the World Cup. Yeah, those are some great moments.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
we should.
Heck yeah.
Alright, what's Chrono? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you both tomorrow for the Formula Holo races.
Yeah, barring emergencies, I'll be there.
Alright, awesome. Cool beans. Alright, everyone, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for Formula Holo action here on the VTRP channel. Usual 10 a.m. start time. Alright, take care, everyone. I'm off to go run some errands. Alright, bye for now. Ultidag!
Have a great day, and see you on the next tomorrow.